You've got to try these addictive crispy pepperoni cheese bites. First, take some pepperoni and place a dollop of cream cheese on each one. Then sprinkle any seasonings you like and top them off with another layer of pepperoni. Put them in the air fryer for 5 to 7 minutes at 380 degrees. Enjoy!
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the
Carnivore Hot Pot at home. Just get your favorite cuts of steak and hand slice them into thin pieces. Get a pot of boiling water or broth to a boil and cook the meat. Enjoy the warm soup and the delicious meats. I also had some seafood.
A 2-ingredient keto recipe that is so good you can have it for meal preps, dinner, or lunch. You're going to saute in butter or olive oil, chopped cabbage, and smoked sausage. Season with salt and pepper, and that is literally it. It's so good and easy. Follow for more.
Here's how I make my favorite keto breakfast. I grab some cheese, I fry it on the bottom of the pan. I do this so it's nice and crispy, and now I grab a couple eggs, add it on top, and now I'm going to put a top on the pan so it kind of cooks. Now I'm going to flip it over, and that's when I almost ruined breakfast. Yeah.
You've never been to heaven, have you? Ooh, what's the light of your life? Hold on, 'cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie. Ooh, baby, we can go fast. I'll drive and you just lay back. I got the flavor, the last, yeah, the sweetest.
Did you know if you add cheese to a non-stick pan, you can melt it and turn it into a wrap? Add whatever fillings you want, roll it up like a blunt, and oh my gosh, this is so bussin'. Hey!
This is one of my favorite go-to keto snacks. I grab 2 hard-boiled eggs, slice them in half, top them with a dollop of whipped cream cheese, and then sprinkle with everything but the bagel seasoning. It's really satisfying and will keep me full for a couple of hours.
Hey guys, this is Shauna. I lost 40 pounds doing Dirty Lazy Keto, and this is one of my favorite breakfasts. So you're gonna mix together 12 eggs and fill up a muffin tin. Then I'm gonna throw in some everything bagel seasoning, some onion powder, garlic powder. Top these with whatever you like. I'm gonna do tomato, spinach, ham, and cheese. Stir up each little cup. Pop these bad boys in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, and voila, you guys can reheat these in the microwave every day for 15 seconds. If you guys love my super easy recipes, please drop easy in the comments and I will get you over to my recipe group. Please make sure to hit that heart and follow for more.
News, this lasagna does not have any pasta in it. Even better news, there's butternut squash, melted cheese, savory prosciutto, and pesto to create that flavor explosion. Peel then slice your vegetable thin. Start layering them up with 2 blankets of prosciutto and 3 layers of cheese and brushing of pesto somewhere in the middle. Top with grated Parmesan, bake for 40 minutes, and love your life.
People always like to say that I don't eat enough. But here is what 560 calories and 44 grams of fat of beef look like. This is what 320 calories and 26 grams of fat of cheese looks like. And this is just lunch.
Hey y'all, let's make some crispy air fried wings in my new caloric air fryer. These came out so amazing. Let me show you what I did. I just sprinkled on some olive oil on some clean and prepped wings. Then I added in my seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder, adobo, black pepper, and of course some paprika, and then you want to add some baking powder as well. Mix that up until it's well incorporated. Then I added it to my air fryer in the baking dish, put it on 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Then I sprinkled on my spicy ranch seasoning, and these were amazing. Let me know if you make it.
Thanks for checking out Keto Country. Today, let's make avocado chips, and the base recipe can be adapted for a couple of different uses. I get excited about easy recipes that take just a few simple ingredients but pack a ton of flavor, and this is definitely one of those. Avocados are the perfect keto superfood. They are high in healthy fats and packed with fiber, both which promote weight loss and metabolic health. I baked these smaller to use as chips, and then I did a second batch to enjoy as a bread replacement. Like and follow for more keto recipes.
One of my favorite things to make. Super cheap. I get these buy one get one free at Jewel, and they're always stocked up in my freezer. You're going to butterfly them open and then dice 1 onion and 2 bell peppers. Bell peppers are also really cheap right now because they're in season. I get them for like 60 cents at Walmart. Once you're done dicing them, you're going to throw them in a large pan with a little bit of oil and seasonings and give them some color. I like adding a couple packs of mushrooms, but if you don't like mushrooms, you can definitely leave this out. When they are almost done, I add a little bit of butter and vinegar and set them aside. Now you're going to sear your brats and transfer them to a lined baking sheet with parchment paper, and then layer on your veggies, cheese, and hot peppers. Then they go in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and that's it. You gotta try them.
Obsessed with these 2-ingredient chicken nuggets. Watch how I make them. I took 1 can of drained chicken, broke it up in a bowl, and then I added in a cup of Colby Jack cheese and mixed it together. I packed the mixture together on my spoon and then laid it on the piece of parchment paper that went into my air fryer. I put these in the air fryer on 400 degrees for 10 minutes, and these came out so delicious and crunchy. Make sure to hit that like and follow button for more low-carb recipes.
This is probably my favorite dish I've made since being on keto. So I just took a bunch of spinach, chopped it up, and then some hearts of palm. This is the lasagna style. Chopped that up, melted some cream cheese, cut up some chicken, seasoned it, added the cream cheese and some seasoning into the spinach mixture, mixed it up, added the chicken, put it into a glass dish, topped it with some mozzarella cheese, baked it for 30 minutes, broiled for 5, and this was amazing.
That does not look very pretty at all, but it tastes so good. I took portobello mushrooms, roasted them in the oven face down to release the moisture while I cut up an onion and bell pepper. I sauteed the onion first in a little bit of oil and salt, let it get caramelized, and then I added some balsamic vinegar and the bell pepper. When those were all soft, I set them aside and really quickly cooked all this shaved beef with just some salt and pepper. Then I layered the beef over the cooked mushroom first, then the veggies, and provolone or American cheese. So good. If you try it, let me know what you think. Even heard of fathead dough. It's essentially a dough made out of cheese. I melted together 3/4 a cup of mozzarella with an ounce of cream cheese, and now I'm adding 1/4 a cup of almond flour and an egg. You've got to trust the process here. I sprayed my parchment paper, spread it out as best you can. It goes in the oven for about 15 minutes at 400 degrees. You could totally turn this into a pizza. I just made a quick garlic butter and threw on some more cheese. It is so good. If you guys try it, tag me and let me know what you think.
Jalapeno ranch chicken taquitos? Let me show you how I made this. Start by adding your shredded chicken, cream cheese, jalapenos, homemade salsa, ranch, cheese, and mix. Now spread your mixture onto your low-carb tortilla and roll it up like a little burrito. And now let's fry until golden brown. I use avocado oil. You'll know when they're done when they're nice and crispy like this. And I serve with a homemade spicy sauce. Comment what I should make next.
Let's make this delicious Mediterranean chicken today. It's so easy. In a food processor or blender, add in half a yellow onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 to 4 tablespoons of this za'atar seasoning, a little sea salt, 2 tablespoons plain Greek yogurt, and let's blend this up till it's a nice liquid. We're then going to grab our protein. I like to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and we're going to mix in the marinade really well and let it marinate for 4 to 6 hours. I like to add a little bit more za'atar seasoning to this. It's really delicious, and I also like to add some more sumac as well. When you're ready to make it, you can grill it, or I'm going to use a cast iron pan here. Simply just put some oil in there. You can use avocado or olive oil, and then cook the chicken until it's done. And this is what it looks like. It's super delicious. You can save it throughout the week. And I'm serving it up with a cucumber mint yogurt sauce that I topped with some olive oil, some sumac, and I'm adding some fresh mint on top as well.
So here's my low carb meal prep for this week, y'all. It was so good. So I just started by cleaning my chicken and cutting them up into small pieces how I like them. And then I got my seasonings together and I seasoned my meat really well. And I let it sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Then I began on my sausage and my broccoli. When my meat was done cooking, I went ahead and started on my sauce. You can make your own Alfredo sauce, but I love using the sauce in the jar and I just spiced it up a little bit. Then I put it in the oven and let it bake with some more Parmesan cheese, y'all. It was so freaking good. This is my meal prep for this week, and here are my snacks as well, y'all. So good, you must try it. Super low carb, super easy.
Out to play ball so we could ruin them. Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bad